chronic inflammation drives insulin resistance. If your body is inflamed, your cells are more likely to ignore insulin's signal. And when that happens, you stay stuck in fat storage mode. Seed oils are one of the biggest hidden sources of that inflammation.
Welcome to the Glucose Diaries, where midlife meets metabolic magic. I'm Stephanie, and after 20 plus years of trial and error, I finally cracked the code on blood sugar, hormones, and fat loss. And now I'm sharing everything I've learned with you. Because here's the wild part. 9 out of 10 adults in the US are metabolically unhealthy, and most have no idea. This podcast is here to change that with real talk, no fluff, and zero gatekeeping. Each episode is short, practical, and packed with real-life examples to help you understand what's actually going on inside your body and what you can do about it one step at a time. Please note, this show is for educational purposes only and is not medical advice. Always consult your healthcare provider before making any changes to your wellness routine. Now let's dive into today's episode.
Welcome back to the Glucose Diaries. I'm Stephanie, and today we're tackling a question that I get asked all the time. What is the deal with seed oils, and are they really that bad? And maybe more importantly, what do they have to do with blood sugar, fat storage, or cravings? So if you've ever looked at a food label and seen canola oil, sunflower oil, or soybean oil and wondered if you should care, this episode will help you connect the dots. So let's start here. Seed oils are vegetable oils that are extracted, usually with high heat and chemical solvents, from things like corn, cottonseed, soybeans, canola, grapeseed, and safflower. They seem harmless, but here's the issue. The way these oils are processed makes them highly unstable, and that instability creates inflammation in the body. So what happens is they're heated to extreme temperatures. They're deodorized with chemicals and often already oxidized before you even cook with them. And when you combine those unstable oils with heat again, like when you fry them in a frying pan or a skillet, they produce byproducts that are toxic to our cells. Wonderful, right? So what does this have to do with glucose? Everything. Because chronic inflammation drives insulin resistance. Let me say that again. Chronic inflammation drives insulin resistance. If your body is inflamed, your cells are more likely to ignore insulin's signal. And when that happens, you stay stuck in fat storage mode. Seed oils are one of the biggest hidden sources of that inflammation. And here's what most people don't realize, even myself for a while. You don't have to eat fast food every day to be overloaded with seed oils. They're in everything. For example, they're in salad dressings, granola bars, coffee creamers, healthy chips, protein bars, hummus, nut milks, even a lot of nut butters. Heck, I bought nuts from Whole Foods thinking I was being so healthy until I got them home and spun them around and realized they were cooked in seed oils. And because they're in so many things, they build up over time in our body, contributing to joint pain, bloating, brain fog, hormone disruption, and metabolic dysfunction and chaos. Now, do I think you need to be 100% seed oil free? No, that's not realistic for most people. But if you can reduce your exposure most of the time, especially at home, your body is going to thank you. So let me give you 3 practical ways to start lowering your seed oil intake without overthinking it. Number 1, switch your cooking oils. Use avocado oil, coconut oil, grass-fed butter, or ghee instead of vegetable, soybean, or canola oil when you cook. Number 2, read your labels. If a food has more than 2 oils in the ingredients list, especially blends, that's usually a red flag. What you want to look for is expeller pressed or avocado oil only when buying things like mayonnaise, dressing, or potato chips. Or just don't buy them at all. And number 3, upgrade the basics. Swap your salad dressing, coffee creamer, and snack foods for versions that use olive oil, coconut milk, or real dairy. These tiny swaps add up fast because they're foods you eat often. So let me give you an example. I looked at almond milk and realized that there's a ton, depending on the brand that you buy, of seed oils in them. So I found an organic almond milk brand that I buy now, but then I also just bought an almond milk maker because it was easy to buy that online, use filtered water, use raw organic almonds, and I can make my own. And that's just one example. So, yes, seed oils matter. No, you don't need to be perfect, but the more you swap, the more you lower inflammation in your body, which helps improve your insulin sensitivity, reduces your fat storage, and supports better blood sugar control over time. If you want a simple checklist to see if your symptoms are linked to insulin resistance, you can grab mine for free at theglucosediaries.com/checklist. And if this episode helps you understand the food label rabbit hole a little better, be sure to follow the show, send it to a friend. I've got episodes coming up on meal order, fasting, and pantry swaps that are actually doable. And one quick reminder before I go. I'm not a doctor. This podcast is for educational purposes only, and nothing here is intended to diagnose, treat, or prevent medical advice. But if you've been bloated, inflamed, and wondering why your body feels off, this might be a piece of the puzzle. Thanks for listening to the Glucose Diaries, and I'll see you next time.
And that's a wrap. I hope you enjoyed today's episode of the Glucose Diaries. Make sure to follow the show so you never miss an episode. And if you got value from today's conversation, send it to a friend who may need to hear it too. And if you have a few seconds, it would mean the world to me if you would leave a quick review on whatever platform you're listening to this episode. It helps more women like you find this show and feel less alone on their wellness journey. You can find any links or resources mentioned today at theglucosediaries.com, and come say hey over on Instagram at theglucosediaries. I love connecting with you in the DMs. Until next time, remember, you are not alone, you are not broken, and you deserve to feel amazing.